It's important, I think, that we continue on to provide concerts, because otherwise our residents are going to drive where? They're going to drive to Portland, they're going to drive to Sacramento, they'll go find entertainment. So why not bring it here?
The Rogue Valley may not be a gigantic metropolitan area, but that doesn't mean that the Jackson County Expo doesn't host some very important large-scale events, like our concerts. Let's hear a bit more about these concerts and how they entertain us.
Hello, I'm Bill Mantz with Jackson County Close-Up. We're here today with Helen Funk. Helen is the director at your Jackson County Expo. Today we're going to talk about my favorite thing to do out at the Expo, and that's go to the concerts. I love music. So Helen, thank you for bringing concerts to Southern Oregon.
Absolutely.
Tell us how concerts kind of fit into your whole plan as you're thinking through a year.
Well, I mean, what would we do if we didn't serve Southern Oregon, right?
Right.
Well, I look for the holes. I look for who's doing what great and what holes do we have in the entertainment world. Where can we fit?
Gotcha.
And where can we do our part so that we make all of us a better place to visit, to have as a home, etc. So concerts is a big one because we have some really great concert venues here in Southern Oregon, especially in the summer.
Right.
But in the winter, we get very limited. Not necessarily because we don't have venues, but we don't have large venues.
Right.
So it's important, I think, that we continue on to provide concerts, because otherwise our residents are going to drive where? They're going to drive to Portland, they're going to drive to Sacramento, they'll go find entertainment. So why not bring it here? And with I-5 right outside our door, we can actually catch them when they're routed. Our place in the market really has to do with the larger venue.
Okay.
Where we need to fit is the 2,000 plus niche.
Okay.
So it's when you're looking for folks who are looking up to 5,000 or 6,000 place seat venues, that's where we actually should be.
Yeah.
When we're doing it, we're looking at either using the event center,
Okay.
or we're looking at using our amphitheater,
Right.
one or the other. So I look throughout the entire year and say, hey, where are we in January and February? Do we have artists that are coming through that we can actually latch hold of? Can we route them through here? Is it economically feasible for the Expo to actually host a concert for you? And that's sometimes a big question right there. I mean, it might be a great concert, Bill, and it's financially not a good idea for me to jump off on that venture. You know, we can love all these phenomenal artists that we see on the CMAs and that we see on the American Music Awards and things, but we can't afford them here. We look for those up and comers, or we look for those who have been in the industry for a while that have a very strong following. So some years you might get contemporary pop, some years you might get a teen artist, some years you might get an entertainer like a Jeff Foxworthy, who's a comedian, or a Fluffy.
So there's a little something for everybody.
A little something for everybody. We're not just going to get country at the Expo.
Right.